Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Megan and I'm so glad you found me on this little corner of YouTube. Today is going to be a kind of video I haven't done in a little while. We've been having a lot of the sort of house content and cleaning content and things like that. But I kind of wanted to throw it back to the videos that I was making last year about kind of skincare Saturday. Although a lot of those were mainly sort of body shop hauls and skincare hauls. However, today I wanted to talk about kind of, not necessarily my acne journey, but it is. But specifically oral antibiotics to cure acne or spots or whatever you want to call them really. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about kind of my experience and if they worked for me. What kind of side effects you can get from them, and things like that. So yeah, if you didn't already know, I suffer with adult acne. I didn't have spots as a teenager. Well, the only thing that I would get I'd have a few like blackheads on my nose, and I would get the odd like chin spot or maybe like a spot here. You know, I'd never get spots across my forehead or across my cheeks. Just the odd spot here, like on my chin when I had my period, which is normal to get those kind of spots around your time of your month. But yeah, fast forward a few years, I'd been on the pill, came off the pill. I hit about probably about 21 and I started to get acne on my cheeks, which I'd never had before, and it kind of just progressively got worse. It would get a little bit better as I tried a treatment, and as soon as I stopped it would, you know, get worse again or just never fully clear up. Obviously I've got makeup on today, which is why you can't really see my skin unless I zoom in. So yeah, and I'll talk about kind of at the end where I am at the moment with my journey, although if you have watched some of my other videos you will kind of know where I'm at. So I'd kind of tried all of the topical treatments. I've been back and forth to the doctors. I think I've tried Zinarette. That's something that I used when I just had the few pimples, you know, just to help clear those ones up, but it wasn't something that would clear up the cystic acne on my cheeks. I also tried Duac gel, isotretinoin in the form of a topical treatment. I think it was called Isotrexin gel. I tried that as well, and I also tried a it was two forms of Duac, but I tried two different strengths, and also another topical treatment which was like Duac. It had the same thing in it but without the antibiotic side of the cream. I can't remember what that was called though, but I'll put a picture on the screen. But yeah, so they were kind of like topical retinoids or topical benzoyl peroxide treatments, which is what the doctors like to try and treat you with or first hand. However, I kind of knew it was an internal thing, and yeah, but they have to try that first. So after I went back, the doctor said, have you ever tried antibiotics? To which I replied, no, I haven't. Now, I just was not keen on this idea from the get-go because my body does not react well to antibiotics, but we will get on to that in a bit when I talk about the side effects. So I got prescribed two different types of antibiotics to help my acne over the course of 2020. In January 2020, I believe it was, I got prescribed erythromycin. I mean, these are gastro-resistant tablets, but yeah, erythromycin. And these ones are like, this is the box of tablets that I haven't taken, so I do need to take them back to the pharmacy. But I didn't take these because I didn't want to be on them for any longer. But yeah, they look like this basically. And you just take 2 a day. What do they say on here? 2 to be taken twice a day. Swallow whole. Do not chew or crush. Do not take digestion remedies 2 hours before or after taking this medicine. And space doses evenly. Keep taking until the course is finished unless you are told to stop. Now this is my last box. I think it's from like August or September. last year, and I was just completely done with them. So yeah, I was prescribed erythromycin first, although I believe this is normally more common in pregnant or breastfeeding women, and doctors will prescribe you a tetracycline type of antibiotic normally, but because I wasn't on birth control, she prescribed me these to start with, and I started taking them, and to start with, my skin, it did improve. Like, if you ask my mum, it did improve last year. I'd say you have to give things sort of 6 to 10 weeks or 6 to 12 weeks for things to really notice the benefits and the effects of them, to see if they're really working, especially with acne treatments. And these really started working around sort of April, May last year, but I don't know if it was specifically the antibiotics or if it was to do with lockdown, because at this point we weren't having to wear masks. I used to come home from work early. I was doing a lot shorter days at work, so therefore I wasn't under the heat, I wasn't under the aircon, I wasn't wearing as much makeup, and I was sitting in the sun every day, which I know is so bad for your skin. But I would come home and sit in the sun every day, and I think that did the world for my skin. It probably was to do with the antibiotics as well. But then after a few months, it gradually started to get worse again. I don't know if that's because we then started wearing masks, etc. I'm not sure. But by the summer, the height of the summer, my skin had started to get bad again, and I thought, why am I still taking these if my skin's now like regressing? Is that the right word? Back to, you know, because they're not clearing up completely, so what's the point in taking them? But yeah, the antibiotics, they prescribe them because it's meant to improve acne by reducing acne causing bacteria in your skin, and that's how they work basically. It says here these bacteria are called P. acnes, which are normally found on most people's skins. The oral erythromycin as a jump start to get acne and inflammation under control, which I believe it did to start with, but then it didn't. I don't know if that's because my body got used to them. You hear a lot about antibiotic resistance. I mean, I don't think that happened with it, but who knows. So that's kind of what happened. If I can find some pictures, I will put on the screen now what my skin looked like at the start of January 2020. And then I will kind of put what it looked like in April, May, if I can find the photo, because my phone broke. Or I might have some video clips of what my skin looked like actually. I think I recorded some clips. So actually, if I have, I'll pop those in now. Just to show you how my skin sort of cleared up. But these gave me the worst side effects ever. So like I mentioned earlier, antibiotics do not bode well with me, to be honest. I don't know, I'm quite prone to ear infections and things like that. I don't know why, it's just my dodgy ears. I've had them since birth. And yeah, so I have been on quite a lot of antibiotics, and with these antibiotics specifically, they would make me feel a bit sick, and they would give me a dodgy stomach. Yeah, so you can take what you will with that. And they would also give me yeast infections. I don't know if that's too much TMI, but that is a common what's the word, common side effects of antibiotics, and that is how my body reacts to them. So when I first went on the erythromycin, that was a pain in the bum. Eventually my body got used to them and it went away, obviously with treatment and things like that, but they then didn't cause it anymore, if you know what I mean, because my body got used to it. But the thing is with antibiotics, they destroy all of the good bacteria in your gut as well, which I think that's why I was having like stomach problems at the same time. So yeah, I came off of those, and then I had a little gap, maybe a couple of months, and I went back to the doctors and I said, can you refer me to the hospital, basically, because I didn't want to be on antibiotics anymore. And she was like, I can't until you're on a long acting form of contraception, but I can prescribe you some different antibiotics to try if you would like in the meantime, if you start taking the pill. So I was like, I knew this was coming. I didn't really want to go on the pill, but I thought, right, if I want the stronger stuff down the line, aka Accutane, isotretinoin, I was like, right, I'll just try it, and please can you refer me in the meantime. So she was like, yes, as soon as you get your long acting form, aka your implant or what you want to go for, I will refer you. So that was a bit annoying, but anyway, she gave me the pill, and she also gave me doxycycline. Now, this is what I mentioned earlier, and yeah, this is a tetracycline type of antibiotic, and let me tell you, this did not give me yeast infections, but this made me throw up and out the other end too. Even worse than the erythromycin. I felt absolutely awful on these doxycyclines, and again, they're one of those things where one to be taken daily. Avoid iron, zinc or indigestion remedies 2 hours or 2 hours before taking this medicine. Protect skin from sunlight, avoid sunbeds, which, you know, is acceptable. But I was like, how am I meant to take these? Because I drink milk in my coffee in the morning, which I guess is to do with that. I don't know. You have to take them with a full glass of water, and you can't lay down with them either, because I think they cause like reflux issues as well, which is, yeah, not great to be honest. But yeah, these also, I didn't think they would work because they kill the same type of bacteria as the erythromycin. The only difference with the doxycycline is that they are a lot stronger than the erythromycin, because you have to avoid sunlight, avoid sunbeds, etc. In my opinion, I don't think they changed my skin at all. I don't know if it's because I didn't give it long enough. I think I was only on them for about 6 weeks in the end. I didn't finish my last box of them either, purely because they're making me feel like poo. But yeah, so those are, you know, those are the side effects that I got with these. Let me just go through the list. So yeah, I had to pause then because my cousins were at the door, so I just had a little chat with them outside, and my auntie, which was lovely. But back, which is why the sun's in a weird place now. But yeah, these have got a list of side effects. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal discomfort, hallucinations, hearing loss, irregularities of the heart, jaundice, liver dysfunction, abnormal blood liver function tests, itching and skin rashes, inflammation of the colon, inflammation of the pancreas, toxic epidermal necrolysis, Stevens-Johnson syndrome, hypertension, confusion, seizures, vertigo, inflammation of the lower stomach, breakdown of muscle fibers, damage to the blood, kidneys or central nervous system, chest pain, fever, dizziness, severe skin reactions, visual impairment. So quite a long list of side effects there. So I don't think antibiotics are such a good drug as what people make out. Yes, for some people they are going to work, as the side effects aren't going to be as severe as isotretinoin and Accutane side effects. But to be honest, a lot of the side effects are pretty similar to the ones you can get on Accutane. So I'm trying to think where we can sit. Right, sorry about that, guys. A lot of them are the same or similar side effects. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about how they didn't work for me. Now, why do I think that they didn't work? I'm not sure. I don't know. My acne is obviously not caused by P. acnes, I'm guessing, which is the bacteria. I do honestly think that my acne is hormonal acne, just because of where it's positioned on the cheeks and under my jawline. But just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. I would have a serious conversation with your doctor or dermatologist when you're deciding what acne treatment is best for you. Hopefully the topical treatments will work for you, but remember, you do have to give them at least 6 to 12 weeks for them to, you know, see if they make a difference. So if you can't see a difference, you know, within the first month, then stick at it a little bit longer. I would highly recommend that. As you can see, my skin did start to clear up with erythromycin, you know, in the first couple of months. So if that works for you, then brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But for me, antibiotics are not a long form solution, because as soon as you stop taking them, your acne may return, just as mine did, because it just resolves the solution there and then, not a long-term thing. But positives, I'm now on Accutane. I'm on my 7th day today, and my skin is starting to go through the purge stage, where it gets a little bit worse before it gets better. I have started to break out, and my skin is starting to now dry out. And you probably noticed earlier that my lips were quite shiny, because I've got so much lip balm on them. I'm so scared of them cracking. I just keep, you know, topping it up. I don't know where my lip balm is, but I'm using Carmex at the moment. I've never used it before, but it is very moisturising. But yeah, those are the 2 different types of antibiotics that I have been on for my skin. And if you have any questions about them, then please don't hesitate to ask me. You can either drop them in the comments down below and I will reply, or if you don't want it to be public, then you are quite welcome to message me on Instagram, which will be linked in the description as well. And yeah, I'll happily, you know, talk to you about any of the side effects I had, you know, etc. But yeah, or maybe you're going on Accutane, isotretinoin as well, and you want to chat about that. I know I have a few people at the moment chatting to me about that, and I will make a video on them as well. But like I said before, just because they didn't work for me doesn't mean you won't have success with them. So I definitely try them if that's what your doctor's recommending or your dermatologist is recommending. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, stick around for the Accutane videos if that's something that you're interested in or you're going through the same journey. But yeah, thank you all so much if you've made it this far in the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.